Baby, what you drinking? 2 shots, let's pour it out. I know what you're thinking, but tomorrow won't come for us. This life that we're living, ain't never gonna give it up. Double shot for the gifted, and one more for us. There you go, drink it up. All this love in a cup. Yeah, we go slow, we go fast. Yeah, we can't get enough. We stay all day, all night, living in paradise. Remember, you don't get it twice. The time of your life.
Yo guys, hello and welcome back to episode 22 of the Minardi My Team Career Mode here on F1 26. Now, if you did miss the last episode out in Brazil, go and check that one out. It was that cracking race. But yeah, as you can see in this one, skipping over qualifying because I definitely didn't forget to switch some components over again. I swear I will learn one day. Apologies for that, but we'll be starting at the back of the grid here for the Las Vegas Grand Prix. And yeah, feeling good, feeling confident for this weekend. I don't mind this track. It's not too bad. I guess it's kind of in the middle ground for me, but yeah, hoping to carry on our good form from Brazil and close off the remaining few rounds of the season. Obviously, the championship battle with Williams is getting very intense, so a good result here could go a very long way.
We're at the back, but give it 100% and we can still come away with a decent result. I believe in you, come on.
So looking at the strategy, we're not even going to change anything. We're going to start on the mediums, go to the hards. Obviously, we're going to take a little bit of the fuel out, but that is it. We're going to go for the one-stopper. Hopefully, we can gain some ground nice and early. Get into the slipstream down the long straight here, the Las Vegas strip, but without any further ado, let's get into this race. P24 on the grid, and it's lights out and away we go. A lot of people on hard tyres around us, so we get a brilliant launch off the line. Gonna go down the inside into turn one, taking no prisoners. Currently 3 wide. We take a really nice and tight line around the first corner, which gives us the opportunity to go around the outside of Lance Stroll and Sergio Perez. Perez getting the better traction, but in the end we get past him instantly in the slipstream of our teammate Gabriele Mini as we go round the outside into turn 3 here. Still on the inside, but we're going to hold the outside, which turns to the inside, and it's looking nice so far. We look up the inside of Lawson, but nothing doing there. And we're going to finally get the position on our teammate and then decide to send it on Lawson in the next corner as he's slightly compromised, but good start to this Grand Prix up into P15. Lewis Hamilton ahead of us, Fernando Alonso ahead of him as Lawson actually looks to come back around the outside, but that is not going to run. Hold the inside and we keep P15 for now. First time down the Las Vegas strip now. Gonna burn the battery, try and get onto the back of these guys, but their straight line speed is absolutely incredible. Must be the engine power or something, because yeah, they're just delivering down that straight. But end of the lap, Colapinto actually drops to the back of this little gaggle of cars. He's going to go up the inside of Alonso, and we're going to go up the inside of Alonso. So we take that tight line yet again. A little bit of wheel banging on the exit though, but we managed to beat Alonso in a straight line battle. Or do we? Because he's going to go down the inside. We're going to Lyco a little bit, just hang it around the outside. Alonso manages to stay ahead for now though. We're going to have a little look up the inside, but in fairness to the Spaniard, he's going to get that position. Also allows Mini to go down the inside, but we're not going to let him through. Nicholas Solov is looking to keep his seat for next season. Gabriele Mini is challenging Nicholas Solov for that seat because the man ahead of them both right now, Fernando Alonso, is wanting a return to Minardi, so hopefully we can get that done sooner rather than later. But speaking of sooner rather than later, we go down the inside of Fernando Alonso, and that's a nice move there. He's going to have another look back though down the Las Vegas strip. And in fairness to the Aston Martin, the overspeed that he has currently, he's going to get back past us. We've still got the battery on, we get back in the slipstream and we're going to pull to the inside. On the brakes, going to get into the corner first though, thankfully. And we managed to hold P14, Colapinto up ahead. It does not take long to get to the rear of the Alpine little bit of a lift and coast into turn 3, and we're going to go down the inside as Hamilton takes a compromised line up ahead, kind of boxes them all in, but Esteban Ocon up next in the Haas. So we're very lucky to not go right into the back of him there. But we're going to set out the exit, go down the inside again, and that moves us into P12. So steadily getting up this grid now as we have a yellow flag. And Max Verstappen has got a car issue into the final chicane, and the Red Bull man is going to be out of the Las Vegas Grand Prix as a virtual safety car is deployed here. Decide not to pit there, and then the full safety car gets brought out. So yeah, very early to pit, would have been way too early as we actually go nearly into the back of Hamilton as he does some weird safety car stuff. At the end of lap 6 though, the safety car is going to pull into the pits and we're going to get this race back underway. Still behind Lewis Hamilton, no one pit. He's going to go defensive to the inside. We're going to hang it around the outside, going really aggressive on this restart. Got Isaac Hadjar ahead of us, but yeah, Lewis Hamilton manages to hold the position around the outside, superior traction from himself, but we're in the slipstream. We're going to get the boost on a little bit going into turn 3 now. Around the outside, managed to hold off the Ferrari man, making amazing progress in this one. He's still hanging around the outside, but the inside is the way to go here. And then it turns to the outside, but we have the job done by then. Towards the end of lap 7 now, on the back of Isaac Hadjar. Pace is really good so far. In the slipstream, going to get the job done on the Red Bull man as he's flashing very early down the straight. Same with Lando Norris, he's starting to flash. We're in the slipstream with him, he's looking a little bit defensive as Hadjar is going to try and get back at us here. He's kind of boxed in though, and we're going to launch him down the outside of Norris. Going really, really deep though. So Norris gets the position back, and Hadjar also gets the position back in this one. Yeah, just luckily not to bin it again though, but going to get Hadjar back towards the start-finish line as the battery and the overspeed is just too good for him. So yeah, up into P9 now. Unfortunate not to get Norris, but end of lap 9 we're gaining back up to him as Hamilton and Alonso have dropped out of the 1 second range, so it gives us a little bit of breathing room into here. But Pierre Gasly spins at the final chicane, and that's going to bring out the full safety car here at Las Vegas, and that's perfect timing for us. We're only a lap or 2 off of the pit stops, but a red flag is now brought out, and yeah, we dive out of the pit lane there just in case, but that's going to be good for us. We're going to be able to go to the hards until the end of the race now, restarting on lap 12, so yeah, not too bad there. And for the second time here in Vegas, P8 on the grid, it's lights out and away we go. Decent launch, everyone else on the medium compound tyres here. We're on the hards, we're going to go straight down the middle of 3 or so cars up into P5 straight away, behind Oscar Piastri, Kimi Antonelli as well behind us. So great restart to the race here. On the battery nice and early, trying to defend from behind. Looks like we're going to do that nicely. Piastri too far ahead of us, unfortunately though, spot our brake in, and we managed to hold P5 for now. Antonelli is going to be very feisty in this one though. He's on the medium tyres, he's going to want to get back through as soon as possible. We just need to do our best now to hold the position. To be absolutely amazing points for us in the championship. Albon is currently behind us, but as you can see, Carlos Sainz up in P3. As Antonelli looks down the inside, we're going to go very deep, run into the back of Piastri as he gets past Carlos Sainz there. Fortunately for us though, there is no damage, so definitely got away with one there. That could have been race ending, or at least pit stop ending, because pitting now would not be good for us, but yeah, very lucky for us. Carlos Sainz up ahead now. Fortunately for him, start lap 15, he managed to get past George Russell. So we're going to have a little look down the inside of Mercedes, man, very tight there as we get an illegal overtake running over the curb. Going to have to let Russell back through there. We kind of get a nice little bit of a switchback though on him. We're going to get the battery on back in the slipstream, and we're going to pull out. He's got so much straight line speed though. Fortunately for us, he defends so we can lunge it around the outside, nearly end up in the wall again. So that allows Russell back through. Our braking just not hitting right at this track so far, but still in an absolutely amazing position. Sainz is still in P3 though, so that's not good for us or the championship. Just have to bide our time though. Still plenty of time in this race as we get another yellow flag here. And another safety car, virtual safety car that is. Oof. Yeah, very action-packed so far here at Vegas. Just going to speed up the virtual safety car as we always do, but gives us a good chance to save the battery, save a little bit of the fuel. And yeah, going to end just towards the end of this lap. And we're very good on the Delta. We make the most of the restart. We managed to jump George Russell. Carlos Sainz as well, very slow, boxed in behind Piastri. He's going to go defensive. We're going to look round the outside of the Williams man, our championship rival. Towards the end of the season, fortunately, he manages to hold it for himself, but we're going to get a decent exit in the slipstream with the battery on. He defends the inside. We're going to go to the outside, pull into the slipstream of Piastri. Going to judge our braking much better this time though, and hang it around the outside of the Williams, and we get the job done. Up into P3 now. Charles Leclerc, quite a good margin out ahead of Oscar Piastri now. Piastri is the one. We need to eye him up. We need to see if we can get past him, put a car between ourselves and the Williams driver for the championship more than anything else. But ended up 17. Piastri and Leclerc are now fighting into the final chicane. We go a bit deep. We're a little bit distracted by the battle ahead, as we've actually managed to drop Carlos Sainz a little bit, nearly a second and a half behind us. But yeah, we're just out of battery now, unfortunately. It's the complete wrong time to be running out of battery as the leaders are starting to fight, but we are pushing in fairness, and the pace is quite good. But yeah, what could have been if we had a little bit more battery? We could be right up there. Still not complaining, but P2 now, as Charles Leclerc has pit in this Grand Prix. He was on the soft tyres, so he did need to make another pit stop. Good for us. But as you can see, Sainz and Albon P3 and P4, so that's going to be an incredible result for the Williams boys, especially in this championship. That might even kill us off at this point, only because one of our drivers consistently scores points, but another safety car has been deployed here. And do we pit? We choose track position over fresh tyres, but actually the Haas loses it on towards the back straight, breaks his front wing, and that is going to be curtains for the Haas man there. Very unfortunate, Ollie Behrman, but he just pulls over to the side. And at the start of lap 23, the race is going to get underway again. We have a little look up the inside of Piastri, but nothing doing there. Tyres are not feeling great so far. Towards the end of this race, a little bit slidey. So unfortunately, we're not quite close enough to Oscar on the restart, but the main thing in this race is going to be holding off them Williams. Hopefully we can maybe back them up into Verstappen. Hopefully you can get at least one of them. Because yeah, like I was saying, if one of our Minardi boys are scoring points per race, it's not great when you got two Williams up in P3 and P4 respectively. So yeah, their points are going to be absolutely massive here towards the end of the season, but we're doing our best to try and stick with the McLaren man up ahead. Fortunately, Sainz and that already out of the second window, so our pace is still quite good in this Grand Prix. Got the straight line mode on, got the battery on in the slipstream, but Oscar has just got unreal engine power, straight line speed, whatever you like. But as you can see, we're not even really gaining that much. We are towards the end of the straight, VMAX in, but we have to Lyco towards the end, hopefully trying to set up the exit at the end of this lap. But yeah, traction out of that chicane is not ideal, but we're having a really good run here towards the start, finish straight. We're going to pull to the inside, but we're just not fancying a lunge up the inside there, as Oscar looks a little bit defensive, but only a few laps left in this Grand Prix. Our chances are fading, so maybe we should have gone for that one, but yeah, in hindsight, that probably would have been the better thing to do, but we're going to stay with him now. We've got a nice distance behind us to the Williams. But yeah, unfortunately, end of lap 25 now, we were just not close enough. We had good pace, but it just wasn't enough, unfortunately. P2 is still going to be an absolutely amazing result for the boys here. We're going to run to the line. Oscar Piastri is going to claim victory here in Vegas. Unfortunately, Hamilton is going to get past Albon for the final podium spot. So P2, good result.
And that, my friend, is a fantastic reward. Well done.
Oscar Piastri, take a bow. What a performance, what a win.
They had to be decisive with their overtaking today as they worked their way through the field. And those kind of race victories are so enjoyable because it's not just like winning from the front. They really had to work for it today.
It's what every driver imagines when they start out on their long road towards Formula One. And for our lucky three today, here's the podium waiting for them. And your winner today, the man from down under. Congratulations, Oscar Piastri.
So yeah, another podium here for the Minardi boys and Nicholas Solov P2 at the Las Vegas Grand Prix. Fortunately, both Williams not on the podium, but still they have managed to pick up 22 points this weekend. So that's going to be absolutely massive in our championship fight with them. But still, really good result for us. No complaints from the back of the grid as well, I must add. Nearly a last to first, but yeah. Hindsight, maybe should have lunged it on Oscar a few laps before the end, but Kimi Antonelli and Lando Norris very close in the championship. And unfortunately, that has put us a little bit adrift of Williams there, but yeah, no complaints from me. We've got a championship battle still on our hands. And also, so does Kimi Antonelli and Lando Norris. That could be very interesting towards the end of this Grand Prix, but that's going to be it from me, guys. Thank you all so much for joining me here for the Las Vegas Grand Prix. 2 rounds left of the season. Still plenty can happen. So yeah, join me for them and have a good evening, guys. Thank you all so much and cheers.